I'm Thomas from till5am. We are a fresh new company coming from Germany. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Coming from Germany, Cologne. We are presenting here our first Kickstarter, which is knee deep in Hexes. So it's a one-on-one skirmisher game. Is it okay if I kind of like introduce the game already?
Sure.
Oh, okay. So it's a one-on-one skirmisher game. If you are familiar with StarCraft or Command & Conquer, well, this is basically our answer.
I love this game. Yeah.
Perfect. Yes, thank you so much. So if these board games, or these games, the RTS games, can be adapted as a board game. So, and our answer is yes.
Yeah. Oh, very good. Then introduce your game, please.
Okay, so the game is pretty slim. As you can see, you will fight against each other on a vast desert planet with scarce resources. So there are two factions in the core game. As you can see, we got the orange faction, the blue faction. They come with only a few units and only a few buildings. So this is basically the symmetric part. This is what you move on the map. So you can build up factories, for example. You can deploy vehicles. You can move them, and you do that by using two of the resources on the map available. So blue is for moving, basically it's the energy, and red is for building everything up. So this is pretty simple. The real engine of the game lies in the decks. So at first at the beginning of the game, you choose 2 companions out of 4, shuffle the deck, and you're good to go. So, and the decks are highly asymmetrical, and we also integrated a deck building process, so you can build your own deck as well as on the back side of the map. There's also the possibility to build up your own terrain. So, and I may add, the really interesting part about this skirmisher here is that we use in fighting. We use a battle mode, which is not like, okay, you rush your enemy and then you're gonna attack. But we have it a little delayed. So what is happening is that we set up at the end of your turn, whenever you want to attack, for example, in this case, the HQ. If you want to attack it, you place a war zone marker, what's it called? The war zone marker will be placed on an intersection of 3 sectors. And the 3 sectors then, outlined by these thick lines, they will be then considered the war zone. But the war is not triggered at the end of your turn, but the end of the opponent. So he has all the time in the world, at least one turn, to counter-react, or maybe from the war zone, open up another flank or another expected to go, helping our their combat cards, which are played play 1, and during play a lot, looking like this, and you pay just materials. It's basically explained 5 minutes, and this is all you.
Wow. These figures are very nice.
Yeah, they are.
And is this
the tray? The tray, yes. The tray will come as a Kickstarter exclusive, or let's say a stretch goal. Maybe it's an STL file that you can print for yourself. So the actual trays in the box will look a little bit different, but these are really nice. So you can reprint them because they're really wonderfully working. They have these joints, and so the game is set up in only about, if you're fast, in 30 to 40 seconds.
Then this is not included, but we can download this data
and print it. Yes, it will look a little bit different. It will be trays that you can kind of like move like this. Yes.
These are more decks here.
These are kind of like the other companions. Yes, exactly. If you, for example, you can see here the trays have the companion, or the companion signs on it, so you can easily remove them, and you can see kind of like that. The companions show up then there. You can take a deck if you want and look at the marvelous, wonderful artwork here. So
then we must choose. What is the?
Exactly. We can choose whatever. So there are 4, and you choose 2 of them, mix them together, add neutral cards. We kind of like placed over here, Every player has those. We mix them in, and you're ready to go.
Okay. And what is this?
These are the resource markers. You can see them here. You use them to track your resources. Resources are either provided by your companions, so you never run out. And you can also place extractors, which are kind of like just extracting then resources from the fields adjacent, the resource fields adjacent. And since this can be kind of like a lot of math to do at the beginning, so we have these trackers available as well. So you can pre-track the amount of resources you have available any round. So for example, if you place another of these extractors here and here, so you can move that up. So you don't have to count all the time, like how much do I get? You are ready to go in the next round directly.
Then this is the limit of...
This is the limit you can get in one round, exactly. And if you don't use up your energy and your material, well, then it's drained. You cannot take it into the next round of yours. So it's established each and every round.
Okay, got it. Oh, very interesting game.
It is.
Then how can you win?
You can win either by destroying the HQ of your enemy, or by filling up the scrapyard with units and structures. So once the scrapyard is full, the winning condition is to count the health points that you have destroyed. So it makes no sense to destroy as many units as possible, but you have to be as efficient as possible. So to destroy either big buildings or big tanks, like the Palooza, which is having 3 house points, so it's harder to destroy. And the more you destroy of them, it's more worth than destroying just a lot of these little ACVs, which are your building vehicles. Yes.
Then do you have this is already released, right?
It's on Kickstarter that is coming up on February. February, yes, the 5th of February, 2024. Exactly. Yes.
Okay. Then these are stretch goals.
Yes.
Do you have any other stretch goals?
Yes, of course. There will be coming new factions. We are already working on them. New factions, as well as factions which are totally asymmetrical to these. These are humanoids, but we already have alien factions in place that we are developing right now. So there's a lot of stuff coming up.
Then do you have any plan to make another maps?
Yes, there will be a map. We don't have it here now, but actually it's a free map. So there are no resources, there are no rocks. But so it's a free map that you kind of like have a draft mechanism. So you have planetary cards, and you set up a map which is randomized each and every time you play. So providing a high replayability as well as the deck building function that we kind of like include into the game as well.
I really wait this game. This is so nice.
It's wonderful, right? It's a piece of work. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Do you have any other game too?
Yes, I mean, not now. It would take too much time to build up. But yes, another game is coming, but I think this is something for next year, which is Quartz.
Okay,
yes.
Okay. I have a question about your company name, till5am Games.
Yes.
You always play till5am Games?
No, well,
night?
Yes. I mean, this is basically exactly the reason. So because, I mean, this happens a lot, frequently, and especially when we are younger. So this is a reminiscence of us really playing a long nights. Yes, till 5 a.m. Because this should be kind of because most of the times the sun comes up, and then you should say like, okay, it's really time to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for coming and
Thank you so much for having us.
I hope your game goes very well.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
Hans, goodbye.
Have a nice day.
Yes, you too. Goodbye.
Bye.